Hello, beautiful soul. If you are tuning into today's video, then I trust that this channeled message is for you. My name is Karlie. I am an energy healer, a group facilitator, and a meditation guide. And I put out channeled messages and readings and resources like meditations to support you and reflect back light on your spiritual path. Now, if you're tuning into today's message, then I keep getting this download right now that it is safe for you to step into the unknown. Before I began the reading, I had another kind of message coming through, so I think they're somehow intertwined, that you should realize that you aren't meant to carry all the weight yourself and walk through this alone. We have the energy of the Two of Pentacles and the Six of Swords in reverse. This is telling me that we've been trying to balance a lot. We've been trying to balance a lot of maybe mental chatter, and there's something that has to do with the mind or the self kind of not wanting to let ourselves move into what's coming our way. Maybe it's out of fear of the unknown. Maybe right now you're undergoing this deep transformation where it just feels like, oh my gosh, I am so scared because I don't know what comes after this. I don't know what comes after this version of me. And maybe for your soul, this is even something very exhilarating on the soul level, but to you, this may be coming off as anxiety, as feeling like really directionless, feeling a lack of purpose. But then we have the energy of the Knight of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, which is your spirit saying, you know, it's going to be okay. These emotions or this inner turmoil that you've been feeling is really just a flow of divine energy actually moving through you, supporting you and releasing the things that you are ready to release so that you can step into the Ten of Pentacles energy where you realize, oh my gosh, I've been supported all along. And I see a lot of with the Ten of Pentacles too. It's a lot of ancestral support. You have support of your ancestors in this transition into a next phase. I feel like this is almost like a karmic thing that you came here to experience, something that I feel like in past lifetimes even you weren't really able to work through or to get to, but in this lifetime it's like you have the full support of your ancestors in whatever phase or chapter that you are stepping into. But you have to allow yourself to be fully supported by source in this, because you are not meant to do it alone. Yeah, we're kind of getting this energy of just feeling like there's a lot of weight kind of currently on your shoulders to solve this thing or to figure it out. But the Nine of Cups is also coming into, wait, take a moment and just like pause. Don't try to solve all of this right now. Can you surrender a little bit of it and actually spend a little bit more time in the energy of resting and enjoying what it is and how far you have really come? Because I feel like there's this energy of celebration that wants to come through, especially your inner child is just like, oh my gosh, can we take a moment and just enjoy for a second before we move so quickly into this next phase, to just kind of honor and reflect and give appreciation to how far we've come and the phases of life that have come before this one that we're going to step into. Because I almost feel like there's this part of sadness within you, even though if, you know, you've been knowing for some time that it's time for yourself to let something go, there is this level of just like kind of nostalgia or sadness, or just kind of like this missing, this grieving of that younger aspect of yourself. Because what you're letting go of, right, is the dreams of a version of you now that this old phase of your life was. Maybe that was a dream that for some time you were manifesting and it finally happened and you had the thing and that was all great, but now you know it's kind of like that completion of that cycle and it's time for a new cycle. So I feel like the Nine of Cups is almost saying like, take a little pause to just be with the current fruits of your labor that you have received, that you have stepped into, and just kind of be with that and give honor to it, give ode to it, give a lot of gratitude for it, tend to those things and like see them and acknowledge them. And once you do that, I feel like there is going to kind of be this sense of peace that allows you to, instead of like with the Six of Swords in reverse, kind of be in resistance towards this new chapter, you're going to feel almost like this peace of moving into the next chapter. Like, you know, I know that this is challenging, but I know that this is my next step. I know that it's time for me to step into my power and this new level of my power. We also have the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like this is the energy of, first of all, you have put a lot of work into yourself. You have done a lot of work with yourself. And there is just this aspect of like beginning to recognize that you're actually in a space in which there's a lot of wisdom within you, a lot of like abundance that you have cultivated for yourself that wants to be kind of flowed through your being right now at this time, especially if you've been kind of moving through some heaviness, some confusion. Spirit is kind of saying, can you get out of the way? Can you just get out of the way and stop focusing so much on yourself and maybe spend a little bit of time like volunteering? Or maybe this looks like you know, tapping into some sort of outlet that's more about like flowing energy and giving energy instead of just continuously pouring it back into the thing that's currently causing a little bit of turmoil or frustration, because there is that aspect of surrendering right now through service, surrendering through getting out of the way and letting divine intervention come in, because you're not meant to do this transition alone, this transition into your next level. You've been preparing for it, but you're not meant to do it alone. Especially like I'm just really getting the support of your ancestors. Yeah, there's like this ancestral component to it that you're really meant to lean into to support you through this journey. So I don't know if you've recently been connecting with your ancestors, if you've been looking into kind of like shamanic healing, shamanic work, but there is a lot of energy around tapping into the support and the wisdom that lies within the parts of your body that are speaking to you, through just the ancestral wisdom that is stored within your body. Maybe this looks like you just speaking to your ancestors in meditation, calling upon them for, you know, your highest good of all, for support in this transition, for them, or for just spirit to channel through you and to support you, to help you see what it is that needs to be changed or shifted or just acknowledged in your life. Because we are these sovereign beings and we practice free will in this human experience. And so if you do not allow source permission to work through you and to help you and support you, guess what? They're not gonna, like, your angels, your guides, your ancestors, spirit isn't gonna be able to intervene into your life. So maybe a powerful mantra for you to say in times where you're in kind of that inner turmoil, where it feels like you're in, you know, dark, like choppy waters, to kind of take a deep breath and just ask spirit, ask your spirit team, your highest self, your guides, source, to intervene into your life where they see fit for your highest and best good always. And just see what happens. Every single time that I am undergoing something really heavy, really challenging, for me, my safe space is my car. I just feel like that is a really safe space for me to connect. And I will just call upon spirit. I'll call upon my ancestors, my highest self, and I will ask them to light the way, to show me what it is, to support me in any way that I need to at that time. And there is always some sort of crazy synchronicity or crazy thing that happens. I could go on so many tangents about that, but truly allowing yourself to be fully supported during this transition, because you are just not meant to do it alone. Stop putting all the weight on your shoulders, because it's going to make you feel like there's just this resistance to even getting anywhere. It's time for you to let divine support in and to allow others and community to support you in this. And I'm seeing right away the Two of Cups. This is such a beautiful card of like this divine union. Maybe this is divine union with like a soulmate, a partner, a partnership of sorts in business, in your relationships, or I'm really just feeling this is a divine union with yourself. This Two of Cups energy is like you finally coming into union with a part of yourself that you've just been so in resistance towards, but there's just this shifting of energies that's happening right now, and it's like you're really beginning to see yourself and find yourself due to this kind of falling away of this old identity. And it is scary because it's like, oh God, I don't know if it's safe for me to meet my soul at this level. But I mean, Spirit is saying you came here to experience this. And that's why there's so much momentum behind this transition into this new chapter. This is such a big reason why you came here. And the fact that you even have arrived at this point and been able to move through all those hurdles and challenges is what we really need to celebrate right now. But then realize that you are safe. You are safe in this transition. You are so held. Start to let some of that weight off your shoulders that you've been placing on yourself to get everything figured out on your own, because I don't think that's how this next chapter is going to work. I think this next chapter is going to be a lot about community and support and working with others and collaborating. And let's just tune in. I feel called to pull out my crystal message deck, and let's just see what energy is supporting us as we move forward. What would be in alignment for us to lean into, to support us in moving through this current transition? Okay, we got the energy of serenity. Great. So finding maybe a sacred space for you to cultivate some inner calm, cultivate some inner peace and inner serenity, realizing that, things are always going to be a little chaotic, but your inner sanctuary really matters right now. So finding a safe space for some serenity. We were also given the card of tolerance, and I kind of feel like this is coming through as Spirit saying, like, we know this is challenging right now. But it's almost like Spirit's like asking, like, can you compromise with me? Can you like go halfway and, meet us halfway so we can support you? Like, you do your half and we will show up on the other half, but you just have to trust. You have to trust and have this faith that this is happening for your highest and best good, because there's also the energy of golden quartz, which is success. This is going to be bringing in a connection to your highest self that you have never seen before. Your soul is at its highest level of consciousness that I feel that you have ever been at since you have began your like human reincarnations. And then we have the card for inspiration. I feel like maybe you felt a bit stagnant recently, feeling kind of like you're in that dark cave. But the energy of inspiration is asking you to begin to express yourself artistically. Can you find outlets? Can you find portals? Can you find new spaces or people that you can have new conversations with, that you can do art in new ways, express yourself in new ways? Because I think through doing this and kind of getting out of the way of the mess, you're going to begin to meet this new version of yourself that you've been seeking for some time. Having creative outlets is really, really important right now. In fact, I even began doing like watercoloring, and I've never really been a big artist of sorts, but just like watercoloring, even though I'm just kind of like splashing colors on a page, has been really therapeutic for me to just listen to music and I get emotions out. I just feel like I've been connecting to a new part of myself through that I hadn't really allowed myself to tap into before, due to like perfectionism, due to thinking that, oh, like I don't have enough time to do that. But it's crazy. I started doing that. I started being more creative, and then just naturally I got a really big download for a course that then I created, and it's actually in launch right now. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this reading. We will round it off there before this gets too long. Please let me know in the comments below how this resonated with you. I do have 45-minute oracle readings and energy clearing sessions via Zoom if you're interested. All of that will be linked below. And I currently have a course out and open for enrollment. This is called Sacred Return. It is helping women in in embodying their divine feminine energy and essence, and returning back to the sacred within, reclaiming our power, our bodies, our connection to the earth and intuition and cycles and rhythms and our womb space and all of that. So if that feels like something that could be in alignment with you at this time, check out the links below. Everything is down there, and enrollment is open until May 16th, and we kick off on May 18th, and it runs until July 13th. So I'm sending you all so much love. Have a beautiful rest of your day. I'm sending you beautiful energy, and we will see you in our next video. Bye.